Welcome to Vatican City, officially recognized as the smallest independent country on the face of the earth. To put its size into perspective, it measures just 0.49 square kilometers. That means New York's Central Park is nearly 7 times larger than this entire nation. But the size isn't even the strangest part. While millions of tourists flood its gates every single year, the actual population of citizens is only around 800 people. Your local high school or favorite apartment building likely holds more people than this entire country. Completely landlocked and entirely encircled by the city of Rome, Italy, it exists as a nation within a nation. Yet, despite its microscopic physical footprint, it commands massive global influence and holds secrets that have survived for over a millennium. So, how does a country with zero agriculture, zero natural resources, and a tiny population actually survive? The answer lies in a dark history and a very unusual system. To understand how this tiny nation came to be, we have to travel back to the year 1929. Before this, the Catholic Church ruled vast territories, but the signing of the Lateran Treaty with Italy changed everything, granting the Vatican absolute independence. With independence came the need for protection. Enter the Swiss Guard, officially the smallest and arguably the most uniquely dressed army in the world. Don't let the colorful uniforms fool you. These men are highly trained, elite military operatives dedicated entirely to protecting the Pope. But a country needs a way to thrive. Even without factories or farms, the Vatican prints its very own legal currency, Vatican euros. Because these coins are produced in such tiny quantities, they are incredibly rare, making them highly valuable collector's items worldwide. The country also operates its own postal system. In fact, the Vatican Post is widely considered one of the most efficient mail services on the planet. The true economic engine, however, is tourism. Millions of people pay entry fees every year to see some of mankind's greatest artistic treasures. From the breathtaking Sistine Chapel to massive galleries of priceless statues, the Vatican sits on billions of dollars worth of art. To spread its influence globally, the country runs its own state media, broadcasting radio programs and television feeds in dozens of languages. But beneath all the art and public media lies the most mysterious part of the entire country, the Vatican Secret Archives. This underground vault contains an estimated 85 kilometers of shelving, packed with historical documents dating back over 1,000 years. To spread its influence globally, the country runs its own state media, broadcasting radio programs and television feeds in dozens of languages. But beneath all the art and public media lies the most mysterious part of the entire country, the Vatican Secret Archives. This underground vault contains an estimated 85 kilometers of shelving, packed with historical documents dating back over 1,000 years. Unopened to the general public, only a select few qualified scholars are ever granted permission to step inside these heavily guarded rooms. This intense secrecy has fueled countless global conspiracy theories about what hidden truths might actually be buried in the dark. Yet, the secrets of the archives pale in comparison to some of the bizarre daily paradoxes that happen right out in the open. Because of its incredibly small size, Vatican City holds some of the strangest, most mind-bending records on Earth. Starting with a fact that sounds completely impossible, this holy city technically has one of the highest per-capita crime rates in the world. The math is simple. Because millions of tourists visit daily, the number of petty thefts and pickpocketing incidents easily outnumbers the tiny permanent population. But here's the kicker. Despite the high statistics, the Vatican has 0 prisons. Shoplifters and pickpockets are temporarily held in cells, but then handed straight to Italian police. Citizenship is another massive anomaly. Unlike almost every other country, you cannot acquire Vatican citizenship simply by being born there. Instead, citizenship is granted strictly based on your current employment. If you are appointed to work for the church, you get a passport. But the moment you retire or lose your job, your Vatican citizenship is completely revoked, and you automatically become a citizen of Italy again. If you need to withdraw cash while visiting, prepare for a history lesson. The Vatican features the only automated teller machines on Earth that speak Latin. To start a transaction, the screen instructs you to insert your card using a dead language that hasn't been spoken casually for centuries. Perhaps the most beautiful paradox is its border. Despite being an independent nation, there are no passport checkpoints, fences, or armed border stations blocking the streets. They even have their own national railway system. At just 300 meters long, it's the shortest national rail track in existence. And yes, they even play sports. The country boasts its very own internal soccer league, made up entirely of Swiss guards, museum staff, and postal workers. A country with no passport controls, an army in Renaissance clothes, and a population smaller than a village, yet it commands the attention of over 1 billion people globally. Living in a country this small sounds like a surreal experience. But would you ever actually want to live inside the Vatican walls? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Smash that subscribe button for more mind-blowing world secrets, and we will see you right back here tomorrow.